A healthy relationship is not something that simply happens. It is something two people consciously build. And as a woman, you deserve a connection where love is not a battlefield, where communication is not a guessing game, and where affection does not come with emotional penalties. A healthy relationship should feel like a place where your soul can breathe, where your mind feels safe, and where your heart is not constantly trying to interpret mixed signals. Let's begin with the foundation. A healthy relationship starts with emotional safety. This is the space where you can speak, express, cry, laugh, ask, confront, and share without fear of being judged or dismissed. A healthy partner does not punish you for being human. He does not mock your feelings, belittle your insecurities, or weaponize your vulnerability. Instead, he listens. He absorbs your words. He tries to understand what you're really trying to say, even if you struggle to express it perfectly. Emotional safety is not just about avoiding conflict. It's about feeling grounded. It's about knowing that the person you love will handle your heart with care, even during difficult conversations. In healthy relationships, disagreements are not avoided, but they are handled with maturity. You do not walk on eggshells. You do not rehearse every sentence in your mind before speaking. You do not fear his reactions. Instead, you feel safe enough to be open. Another key aspect of a healthy relationship is consistency. Not perfection, not intensity, not grand gestures that come and go. Consistency. The everyday actions that show you who he is. Healthy love shows itself in patterns, not promises. When a man truly cares, it does not show only in the beginning. It does not disappear after he gets you. In a healthy relationship, the effort remains. The attention remains. The small acts of love remain. Consistency means he shows up when he says he will. He follows through. He does not treat your heart like an optional hobby he can pick up whenever he gets bored. He treats you like a priority, not because you beg, not because you demand, but because he genuinely values you. In a healthy relationship, both partners respect each other's individuality. You do not have to shrink yourself. You do not have to mute your ambitions to make him feel stronger. A man who loves you in a healthy way wants you to rise, not dim. He supports your growth. He celebrates your wins. He does not get jealous of your light. He adds to it. A healthy partner wants to see you evolve, and he grows alongside you instead of holding you back. One of the most powerful signs of a healthy relationship is clear, calm communication, not yelling, not silent treatment, not mind games, not disappearing acts. Healthy communication looks like two people trying to understand each other instead of trying to win. It means choosing dialogue over drama, solutions over accusations, connection over ego. Let's go deeper. A healthy relationship also requires emotional reciprocity. This means the giving is mutual. The effort is mutual. The emotional labor is mutual. You're not the only one initiating conversations, fixing problems, apologizing first, planning moments, or trying to keep the connection alive. In healthy love, you are not carrying the relationship alone. You deserve someone who notices when you are quiet, someone who checks on you without being asked, someone who senses your exhaustion not because you complain but because he pays attention. Reciprocity means you are met where you are. You do not pour into someone who leaves your cup empty. You do not carry a man who refuses to walk beside you. Respect is another pillar. Respect in a healthy relationship is not just polite words. It's how he speaks to you when he's angry. It's how he treats you when he's tired. It's how he reacts when you disagree. Respect is shown in the small moments, the everyday interactions that reveal his character. In healthy love, disrespect does not exist. No yelling, no shaming, no emotional manipulation, no belittling your past, your body, your dreams, or your fears. Trust is not blind. Trust is earned. But when a relationship is healthy, trust becomes natural, not forced. You do not check his phone. You do not panic when he goes out. You do not wonder if he is lying, because his actions consistently match his words. He doesn't keep secrets that don't belong in the relationship. He does not hide behind vague explanations. He communicates openly. In healthy relationships, accountability is present. A healthy man does not act like he is perfect. He acknowledges his mistakes. He apologizes sincerely. He learns. He grows. He does not blame you for everything that goes wrong. He does not play the victim. He does not rewrite the scenario to make you feel crazy. Instead, he owns his part and he adjusts his behavior. Healthy relationships also involve appreciation, not just for the big gestures, but for the small ones. The way you care, the way you support him, the way you show love. A healthy partner notices your efforts and acknowledges them. He doesn't take you for granted. He doesn't act like your love is a requirement he doesn't need to reciprocate. Instead, he shows gratitude. And finally, one of the most overlooked signs of a healthy relationship is emotional calm. You're not anxious. You're not uncertain. You are not drained. You are not constantly trying to prove your worth. In healthy love, you feel emotionally held. You feel like you can rest in the partnership instead of constantly fighting for it. A healthy relationship is a place where your nervous system relaxes, not one where it is constantly triggered. And that difference tells you everything you need to know. Now let's explore what healthy relationships look like in daily life. It's the morning messages that aren't forced. It's the thoughtful check-ins throughout the day. It's the willingness to talk instead of shutting down. It's the shared laughter that comes naturally. It's the comfort of silence that doesn't feel heavy. It's the way he looks at you like he truly sees you. Healthy relationships include shared responsibility. Not just emotional responsibility, but life responsibility, planning, decision-making, teamwork. A healthy man does not lean on you to handle everything. He doesn't expect you to play the roles of partner, therapist, mother, and manager all at once. He takes initiative. He participates in the relationship. He does his part. Healthy relationships also prioritize mutual growth. You grow individually and you grow together. You challenge each other, not with criticism, but with encouragement. You remove obstacles for each other. You inspire each other to evolve. You are partners in progress, not competitors. The relationship becomes a space that fuels your potential instead of limiting it. Let's talk about emotional support. In healthy relationships, support is not passive. It is active. He encourages your dreams. He listens when you speak about your goals. He doesn't minimize your ambitions or dismiss them as unrealistic. Instead, he stands beside you. He cheers for you. He becomes part of your journey. Healthy relationships also include balance. Neither partner dominates. Neither partner submits. Power is shared. Decisions are made together. Your voice matters just as much as his. You do not feel overshadowed. You do not feel overpowered. Instead, you feel equal. A healthy relationship is also rooted in honesty. Not brutal honesty that hurts, but compassionate honesty that builds trust. He tells you the truth with care. He communicates openly. He does not hide behind half explanations, vague statements, or avoidant behavior. His transparency creates security. Let's talk about emotional validation. In a healthy relationship, your feelings matter. They are recognized, not rejected. They are understood, not minimized. He doesn't tell you that. You're too emotional. He doesn't shame you for being sensitive. He doesn't roll his eyes when you express your needs. Instead, he makes space for your emotions. And finally, healthy relationships feel like partnership, not survival. You do not fight to keep the connection alive. You do not constantly fix the dynamic. You do not question whether you are loved. Instead, you experience a sense of emotional alignment. You feel like you are moving in the same direction, not fighting currents in opposite directions. Healthy love is not a race, not a test, not an emotional roller coaster. It is the steady path two people build with patience, trust, communication, and consistency. Let's bring everything together. A healthy relationship is built on 5 major pillars: respect, trust, consistency, communication, and emotional safety. When these pillars are present, everything else becomes easier. Love becomes softer. Connection becomes deeper. Life becomes lighter. A healthy relationship is where a woman feels free. Free to be herself. Free to grow. Free to rest. Free to express. Free to love without fear of being abandoned, betrayed, or neglected. In healthy love, your emotional well-being matters just as much as his. You are not an afterthought. You are not a backup plan. You are not a convenience. You are a partner. Healthy love does not punish you for your past. It does not hold your wounds against you. It does not make you feel ashamed of your journey. Instead, it honors everything you've survived. It sees the strength in your softness. It sees the beauty in your scars. It sees the courage in your vulnerability. A healthy man does not love you for what you can do for him. He loves you for who you are, for your heart, for your kindness, for your intelligence, for your energy, for your presence. He doesn't expect perfection. He doesn't demand that you suppress your emotions. Instead, he walks with you. He grows with you. He chooses you every day. A healthy relationship also protects your peace. You are not in constant conflict. You are not losing sleep. You are not drained. You are not confused. You feel calm. You feel steady. Your heart is not racing in fear. It is expanding in comfort. Healthy love says, I am here, not just on good days, not just when things are easy, but all the time. It shows up when life gets messy. It remains during storms. It strengthens during challenges. And it doesn't fade when your mood shifts or when your emotions deepen. A healthy relationship is where sincerity replaces manipulation, where effort replaces excuses, where connection replaces control, where empathy replaces ego, and where love is not just spoken, but demonstrated through consistent action. And here's the most important part. You deserve this. You deserve a man who understands you, who respects your boundaries, who values your mind, who embraces your heart, who communicates clearly, who shows up consistently, who loves without games, who supports your growth, who protects your peace. A healthy relationship is not rare, but it requires two emotionally mature people who genuinely want to build something meaningful. And when you experience that kind of connection, you realize something powerful. Healthy love does not feel like effort. It feels like alignment. It feels like home. You deserve a relationship where your heart is held, your voice is heard, your soul is seen, and your presence is cherished. And you must never settle for anything less than a love that feels safe, steady, and sincere.